Welcome to or welcome back to my channel, Alicia Influencer. I'm Alicia Victoria and this is Black Girl Chats, where I just chat and share insights for life upgraded. So in today's episode 28, let's make it great, great, great as we talk about the Dollar Tree Plus Plus Plus, because you know the price has now increased, and if you don't know, now you know. But this Dollar Tree find is a little bit different than what you might find online because this one is tailored specifically, not pacifically, that ocean, but specifically to millennials and millennial women. So this is the Dollar Tree Millennial Women's Edition. 10 great finds, 10 finds that you want to keep in mind the next time you are in the Dollar Tree Plus. Make that extra 25 cent work for you. Make it worth your money. So let's jump right into these 10 finds. And again, they're geared towards women and millennial women. And if that's you, please get your notepad, notebook, pen, and paper ready so you can make sure to note what you want, that you don't forget these, and that you get them in time before they sell out, before they are out of stock, because these items are hot and going fast, and even your girl and trying to get it, I have not been able to necessarily get second round repeat buy finds on some of these items. So if you can get them and it's something that you think you will really like, I suggest that you double stock and get 2 at the same time, but leave some for the rest of us. So, item number 1. This is a travel find. Millennials are known for traveling, for being the ones getting out there and about there, especially post 2020 through 21, 22. Now, you know, traveling is increasing for us again. And so we like to travel, we like to research for our travel, and we like to be prepared in our travel. Not saying other groups don't, but we have our own special way to it. And so I want you to know about this item. Now let me paint the scenario for you. Post what I'm about to recommend, you would take a toothbrush with you for your travels. Maybe it was your day-to-day already regular toothbrush. Maybe it was a backup travel toothbrush that you had, but you took a toothbrush typically in your travels. Now, in my experience, you don't take your more expensive brand toothbrushes, your Quip, your Oral-B, whatever electric toothbrushes that you may have paid a nice pretty penny for. You take, your travel toothbrush and you let it make do. Not anymore. Now, the Dollar Tree has a solid travel toothbrush. And I'm not talking about, one that you take, dispose of, and could care less about. This is special because it is an electric toothbrush. An electric toothbrush, y'all, for $1.25 that really, really works. Now let's flash back, rewind back to that scenario of past traveling with your toothbrush. What I tended to find is when I would use a travel toothbrush, maybe it's you too, shake your head, nod if you agree, but in the past you use your travel toothbrush and it's not quite as good as what you have at home. You're looking forward to using your home-based toothbrush, but you always may not want to go through the hassle of carrying that with you. So you're using a toothbrush, not quite so good. You're not getting the clean, the feel that you want. It's not performing the way that you want, and or it's disposable, it's really cheap, it gets the job done, but how well? Also, when people have electric toothbrushes and they want to travel with those, sometimes they're bulkier. Not everyone has a slim fit toothbrush, not everyone has a Quip, not everyone wants to bring their Quip. So, they have electric toothbrushes, but they don't want to go through the hassle of bringing extra cords and packing materials and protecting the electric toothbrush and maintaining the care for it and making sure that it's charged, especially for longer term travels. I'm talking, up to 30 days or more. So let's fast forward back to the future and present and now, and where you will be shopping at Dollar Tree to get An electric toothbrush for $1.25. It comes in stylish colors. I got the light blue. It operates on batteries, so it's very convenient. And what makes it a plus for me to pay for that Dollar Tree Plus price is the toothbrush head. And this is where it really matters. It is a soft toothbrush head. Again, a soft toothbrush head. And with that toothbrush head being soft, most dentists will tell you, even if you go in your own appointments or look at dental influencers online, social media, etc., that most people brush too hard on their teeth. So that's why they generally recommend and or give out when you go to cleanings as a standard soft and or medium soft toothbrushes. So this is another plus. This is a soft electric toothbrush because it is especially true, or it seems increasingly true, that people brush even harder with electric toothbrushes for some reason. Maybe they feel they're helping it because they're not doing the mechanical work that they feel they need to brush harder. But this has the protection with being soft bristles and electric toothbrushes to get the job done and done well while protecting your gums and teeth and overall smile and not compromising on the quality for your travel experience. So item number one, the soft bristle electric toothbrush that can be found in the dental aisle of your local Dollar Tree. Hopefully. And so now let's move on to item number two. It's also dental related. It is the Grin Floss Picks. And I talked about this in my video, which I will link in the description box, which is basically the battle of the floss picks. And Grin was on that list. Grin Floss Picks is an eco-friendly, social savvy, I would say millennial targeting toothpick floss pick company. They have glide floss picks, they have fine string floss picks, they have the double line ones, and all of them are at Dollar Tree. Now the reviews on this are a little iffy, but for $1.25, if you want to keep them for travel or a backup, gym, emergency, or in the purse, it might just be a fit. So the one that has the better reviews is the Grin Fine String Floss Picks, and that is the one in the green packaging. And at my local Dollar Tree they had all three. I actually was interested in the floss tape because that's what I tend to prefer, but if you want to hear a full review, check out my link in the description box. Again, check out my link in the description box regarding floss picks and a fuller review on the Grin Floss Picks. Item number three are the weekly planners, excuse me, the weekly planners and calendars. Now this is of course a seasonal item, and some are already out of stock of these items, guys, because they were already putting them out in November, and some people were saying even in October. So if you can grab one of these Dollar Tree weekly planners, one of the calendars, they're really a great bang for your buck because I was able to grab both of them, and the weekly planner is very chic. It's very Pinterest, Instagram worthy. They know who they're targeting and who their market is. It has a mid-level of quality, but what you get on the weekly planner is 3 pad sections, one really huge notepad that has the line days of the week. It has a to-do section. It has a things to remember section. It has a notes section. And then the second notepad on this board planner is a goals for the week, and it looks very chic. It has a cursive script across each top of the notepad saying goals for the week. And the last section of the planner are little sticky tabs, more rectangular, longer in length sticky pads that are listed under the categories of important, reminder, and pay attention. So you can detach from each section, whether it's the larger sheet, the notepad for the goals for the week, or the individual sticky tabs, and use it. And I got the beige kind of, it's like a beige ivory type of board, and it has a hole in it where you can stick it on a wall, pin it to a wall, hang it wherever you would like. But it's very chic, nice in design, and if I can find a picture for it, some visual optics, I will link that in the description so you can have a visual reference. Additionally, the calendar is very great. I used it last year and I wanted to make sure I could get one this year because I liked it that much. It was my first time using it, but it's a January through December year 12-month calendar, and it includes the calendar, but it also includes two sticky note sections, one with um, lined paper or lined notepad and one with an unlined notepad. And so it can be used for a variety of purposes. And it also is a hang on the wall calendar, except this is in a spiral version. So make sure to grab those. I highly recommend them. It was a surprise buy that I didn't know that I would like, or it's a type of buy I would say you didn't know you needed until you used it and realized that it ups the game. It makes daily life just better overall in terms of organization and planning, and it is worth that $1.25. On to item number 4. This one is, I won't say especially for women, but I feel women could particularly benefit from it. And it is the flat flashlight. I have found this in the checkout aisle, but I've also, I believe, found it in the electronic aisles. And I've recommended it to different women in my life. It's the flat flashlight. It comes in different colors. It is very, very thin. I'm trying to give a size reference, but I would say, if you stacked 2 quarters on top of each other, it's about that amount of thickness, and it's a little thicker at the top for the actual flashlight part, but it's really slim, compact, and meant to fit in purses, pockets, even carried in your hand, depending on your hand size. Your hand could even conceal it, and it's not thicker. Okay, that's a better thick and width reference. It's not thicker than your fingers. And so it comes in different colors: pink, silver, blue, gray, etc. It has a really high beam LED flashlight. It is long lasting. It's great to keep on hand when you're opening doors in the dark, or as it's getting darker for some people in the winter. It's great, as a safety type of, backup or thing to keep on hand. If you're driving for emergencies, if you get locked out of a place, praying that doesn't happen to you, but, if you need it to even draw attention to yourself, if you feel uncomfortable in a situation, this light flashes and flashes bright. So it's good for safety purposes. It's good to have as an emergency item. It's good to have in your house, apartment, home, etc. If the electricity goes out, if you need backup light sources. And it's just an overall good compact buy to carry and keep on hand. So highly recommend that. We're halfway through with item number 5, and that is, I feel, a very millennial friendly item, which are Mason style jug mugs. Mason style jug mugs. So they look like mason jars. They don't have the mason jar logos on them or the tops, but they do have a handle. And I have found these have been excellent, especially if you're doing any type of detox. If you are a regular tea drinker, coffee drinker, you like smoothies, they are very, very versatile. So the mason jar style mugs, I believe they come in 10 ounces. I will need to double check that, but if I can get a visual reference for you, I will link that in the description box. But they are found in the dishware section of the Dollar Tree, and particularly the glassware section. And make sure to look on those bottom shelves, because sometimes they stack them towards the bottom. But they're very thick, high quality. I brought a set of them, and only one has broke so far. And I was part of the reason for that. So, I've been very pleased. Wash well, durable, long-lasting, versatile. Get your hands on one, because if you check Amazon, if you check other places, especially with the Mason logo, it is a very much price hike and increase. I would like to say 4 times the price, but I haven't done the math, so I'm going to keep it real with y'all. If you Google Amazon, you see that it's like $10 for one or $10 for two, then you know that you are getting the deal by getting this at Dollar Tree and getting it in bulk. A 7-day cleanse, get 7 of these glasses, and you are good to go. Item number 6. This is a quick one, but a real one. If you're not new to the game, but true to the game, especially the travel game, again, I'll link my Dollar Tree travel finds video in the description box. Then you want to have a first aid kit or some type of emergency kit when you travel, especially overseas, long-term travel, traveling up to a month or more. And Dollar Tree has got you, boo-boo. They've got disposable first aid kits. I love it because I already have a very, excuse me, I already have a very customizable travel kit. I won't say it's emergency per se, but it's my own custom travel kit for comfort items, things I like to have in backups on hand. And I don't necessarily want a full first aid kit, but I do want something that has, band-aids, ointments, swabs, alcohol pads, a variety of items that, are there if needed and disposable when not. And so they have disposable first aid kits. I love it because it's a little resealable package. You can use what you need on your trip, throw away what you don't. Say you're doing adventure travel, it will work in a pinch, in a snap. Say you're going on some type of, Caribbean island travel, you're doing things you didn't plan to do, your toes are out on the beach, hey, the sand, the rocks, etc. And you're just like, look, I want extra protection. Disposable first aid kit. It can go in your emergency travel kit, it can go in your custom travel bag, or it can go in your purse very handily. So I recommend that. I saw mine in the local checkout aisle. Where it will be in terms of the store, you may need to ask your cashiers, but again, that is a Dollar Tree Plus item that is worth the plus. Now, item 7. Let's see. I want to recommend. This is a fun one, and again, I feel it's millennial targeted, but it is kombucha. There is a kombucha line called Remedy. It is very well known for being organic, a very Lexan, high class, very niche kombucha brand. I was surprised to see it in Dollar Tree, quite honestly, because I've seen it in other places. It's very fancy, pinky in the air. They're very serious about their kombucha. But if you're interested in the world of kombucha, or if you are getting into kombucha, then this is an item that you may want to check out and look into. They have not only different flavors of their kombucha line, like peach and raspberry, I believe, and ginger lemon. They also have their ACV drink line. So if you've heard the hype about apple cider vinegar, but you haven't taken it, you think it's nasty when you have taken it, you don't like stomaching the taste, this might be a more friendly way, a more gut friendly and taste friendly way to get into it, because I've had both the kombucha and their ACV sparkling tonic style drink, and it really masks the flavor of the ACV, at least to a tolerable level. So I suggest that you check that out. And if you didn't know about it and you love kombucha, this might be friendly on your kombucha budget pocket, because as we know, kombuchas can run to about $3 to $4 per bottle, if not higher. So at $1.25, this is a budget-friendly option to partake in that organic, green, health-driven lifestyle. Lastly, what I love about the Remedy kombucha brand in particular is that it can be stored unrefrigerated. A lot of kombuchas have to be refrigerated because of the live cultures, yada, yada, yaka, yaka, yak. But with this one, and this company really researches their kombucha, so you're not getting less in quality and or effect. I tell you, as someone who likes kombuchas and who has tried a number of them, that this is a top level kombucha. It works well unrefrigerated, and it chills nicely and serves well refrigerated. So the option is yours. Now on to item number 9, I believe. I believe it's number 9. Please excuse me if I've gotten my numbers incorrect. But number 9, and that is for feminine care. I told y'all this was for women's millennial edition for Dollar Tree finds. And this is a pick your own adventure. So you choose which one you like out of what I'm going to recommend for number 9. And if you like both, go girl, and grab some for yourself, and tell a friend about it. Landing at the Dollar Tree, quite surprisingly to many, is a feminine wash that's actually legit. A feminine wash that came from the boutique social media streets, highly rated on Amazon, but has seemingly been bought out by, the big dollars, bought out in a big merger or a company buyout, and now it's at the Dollar Tree. Now I'll tell you the skinny and the tea. I am not sure if this is a situation like Shea Moisture, Carol's Daughter, or other company buyouts where the product was very famous, it was well known, it was more expensive, high end, and niche, and had a certain following and a certain level of quality, and then they were bought out by a major distributor and or company, and people had their feelings about it. But either way, for $1.25, and this being the first round from the buyout, and it's hot and ready on the shelves, I would say try it. And the feminine wash is not a Dollar Tree brand. As I said, it is one of those niche boutique, highly rated from Amazon and the social media streets brand. It is the Queen V Feminine Wash. The Queen V Feminine Wash. And this wash is noted and touted before and known for their brand of quality ingredients, specially formulated ingredients for a woman's microbiome, in particular their vaginal microbiome, and having natural ingredients like lemongrass and also lactic acid to really support a healthy vaginal flora. And so it is pH tested. It has a lot of, approvals and research backing it, and people very specialized in the field that are behind this brand and product, or they were. Hopefully, these are the formulation is similar. Basically, what I'm saying, hopefully the formulation is similar. But I would encourage you to grab one nonetheless, because as you can see on Amazon, it's still going for, I think, close to $17 a bottle. Now, I don't know what your Amazon listing will show, but it's going for a pretty penny. So I recommend at least trying it out. And I feel this is especially important for Black women, as we are in Alicia Influencer's Black Girls Chat, because I did a video talking about probiotics and Black women in particular not always having the vaginal microbiome support that really protects their reproductive health systems versus other groups of women. And one of the missing probiotics was in part tied to lactic acid. So if someone is, able to get that through their feminine wash as well and take the probiotics, that would be, a better situation. But even if the probiotics are not so budget friendly right now, or you don't want to invest in that lifestyle, or it's just not convenient to add, then having maybe a $1.25 entry point and getting that lactic acid from a feminine wash may be a tide over solution in the meantime. So I will link that video, because I highly encourage you to check it out if you are a Black woman, because I go into further detail of the specific probiotics and microbiome strains needed for Black women, but also so you can better understand why I'm highly encouraging you to look at washes like these. Now, I mentioned this is a pick your own adventure. So for the second item, it is feminine care pads. That's right, pads. And these pads are a dupe for the Honey Pot pads, which I do not endorse, and I shared why in a previous video. But I don't endorse Honey Pot pads, but I say do check out the Dollar Tree dupe on them. They're by Be Pure. They are organic cotton top pads. They are infused with aloe and lavender, and they come in overnight and regular. If you want a longer review, check out the link in the description, because I did one, and also going into why I don't support Honey Pot. So if you want a Honey Pot alternative, they have made the dupe that is very comparable in material, packaging, look, and feel, from what I can see and know of, for the Honey Pot pad. Now, lastly, I have two more. But to keep this video shorter, I'll just stick to 10, because I had 3 bonuses for you all, but I'll save them for another video. So, lastly, but not least, is candy. And this is for those who have a little sweet tooth or just want to have something on hand. Dollar Tree has a luxury candy brand, an Australian licorice brand called Wiley Wallaby. Wiley Wallaby. They're an import Australian licorice, and if you research licorice, you know that Australian licorice tends to be more expensive, and it's considered a gourmet licorice. But y'all, it's at the Dollar Tree. This soft, chewy candy that's oh so delicious. Your girl has had some. I like it, and I like the ingredients by and large, depending on the flavor. Typically, they're fat-free, no high fructose corn syrup. They can be keto friendly depending on the type that you get, but again, this is something that runs up in cost if you look online for Australian licorice, or you try to buy Wiley Wallaby in bulk or lots online. It can run towards $50. So $1.25, and Dollar Tree seems to have the full flavor lot selection. At least in the ones that I have gone in, you have a variety of options to choose from. So the bags come in 4 ounces. The flavors are blueberry pomegranate, classic black licorice, classic red licorice, lemonade, green apple, and watermelon. I find pairing them at the price point of $1.25 can make for really great flavor combinations, and one of my favorites are watermelon and lemonade. And if you like a more fruity type of taste, a bursting, fruity, stronger taste, I would suggest, the classic red and green apple. But for $1.25, I recommend it and I enjoy it, and I hope you will too. So that brings us to the end of this chat, the end of this video. Thank you for staying with me to the end. As I mentioned, I have at least 3 more bonuses that I wanted to share with you all. But if you like this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up to let me know to do another Dollar Tree Millennial Women's Edition video, and I'll make sure to include those 3 items in the next round. That's all for now. If this chat's helped add value to your day, then hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Stay posted, stay blessed.